Hey guys, hey, welcome. This is Rena and this is Reflect with Rena Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's jump right in. I'm going to just kind of tell you, let's kind of reflect on what I've read in the past couple of days, and I'm here to share that information with you. So we're going to be starting with Sunday the 21st, and our scripture is to be content, and that's the devotion, and the scripture is Psalm 16 verses 5 to 6. And we're reminded to just be content excuse me, with what we have. So many times, especially in this society, we tend to look at others. This one is a great cook, or this one has a great family and a loving husband and cute kids, and the list could go on and on and on. But we're reminded that we need to be content, because guess what, each and every one of us have things in our life that we should be very grateful for, and it's things that someone else does not have. So it's time, we have to take that time to be grateful. When we compare ourselves to others, we choose to dwell on what we do not have rather than the good things that God has given us. So let's just be reminded of that. And the courage of kindness. We're again encouraged to just be kind to individuals. Not everyone will be kind to us, but it's important that we stay true to ourselves and have the courage of kindness. Having the generosity of spirit to recognize the obstacles of others and support them, that takes a lot of courage. And that kind of courage inspires kindness in others and creates a ripple effect in all of us. So not just to be kind, but have the courage to kind of step up and be kind when the majority of everyone else is not. And we're moving on to day 2, better than rubies. And where the scripture is Proverbs 8 verses 10 to 11. And here we see King Solomon asking not for the things that we would, if we're asked, what would you, if there's one thing you desire, what would that be? And King Solomon could have asked for anything, fame, riches, or success, but he didn't. He instead asked for understanding. He sought knowledge and instruction first and ended up being the most wise and wealthy, famous, successful king that ever lived in the Bible. So, silver, gold, and rubies are rare and precious elements, and they're beautiful, strong, and valuable. And most individuals, like yourself, maybe might own some of those, or just might even be wearing it as well. But remind yourself of the greater value of wisdom and be encouraged to seek godly understanding above everything else. We move on to our message is you don't need approval. And that's another reminder. Be you. Be you. You don't need to seek approval from anyone else. Don't concern yourself with what others think of your choices. Instead, firmly stand for them. So do whatever brings you joy, gratitude, and belonging, and do not seek approval from others. Know that what is right for you may not always be right for someone else, and that's okay. Stand in all that you choose with no approval needed. And moving on to day 3, the breakthrough. Daniel 9:3. And here we're talking about, we usually would seek, if we have a circumstances that we're looking for a breakthrough, we might take time and pray about it. But here we're being explored to fasting, and not just praying for circumstances to change, but also fasting as well. That is not something that I could personally speak on, because that is not something that I practice. But there's a certain humility that accompanies fasting. It requires sobriety of heart, reflection, and focus. It brings your impulses into submission and gives you confidence in your self-control. So we're saying here that you need to have self-control in order to have a successful fasting. And maybe that's why I'm not good at it. But it's something that I've tried, but I think I might need to revisit again. So not just pray for circumstances to change, but fast and pray while you fast. And that is key. Gratitude and perfection is our message. And, we have to just be reminded again that we should always be grateful. You're a human and you're fighting out life. You're figuring out life as much resilience and grace as you could muster. You made it to another day because you're supposed to be here. So in the moments when the weight of perceived imperfection feels especially heavy, practice gratitude. Say thank you for what you've done right. That graciousness will shift everything, because gratitude, we know, is bestowed on yourself, and especially when you need it most. So let's not try to be perfect, but try to be grateful and practice gratitude on a regular basis. And we move on to today, Wednesday the 24th, healing through Jesus. And the scripture is Matthew 4:23. And whether or not you believe in the power of miracles or healing, what we need to remember is, what we need to know is, our faith does not need to be great, but through our belief in Jesus, we can also acknowledge our belief in the miracles that he performed. Jesus showed us that what we think is impossible is not impossible with God. So sometimes healing doesn't come when you ask for it, and we need to trust that God is always going to still be faithful and gracious. He will restore perfect health to us in eternity. We may have to wait for healing, and we may never know why. But let us be encouraged today to believe in a God of miracles and pray with all of our might that he will bring healing to the sick. Okay? And reality and dreams coexist in possibilities is our final message. Dreams exist to lead us toward new possibilities. But dreams are not in competition with reality. You could have both. Okay? So consider that reality is simply what you make it, and you get to decide what your reality is. So don't allow someone else's version of your reality to compromise your dreams. So set out there and still follow your dreams, but know the difference between dreams and reality, and know that you could have both at the same time. So guys, thank you for taking this time to listen to my message today. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. I come on here twice a week, specifically on Wednesdays and Saturdays, to share my reflections with you. And stay blessed, guys, and I will see you guys next on Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.